Hey there, tech enthusiast. Ever invested in something and wondered, wait, is this even a startup? Well, today, we're diving deep into that question with a company that's been making waves in the financial world, StashAway. Now, you might be thinking, StashAway? Startup? Are you serious? I hear you. On the surface, it might seem like a well-established financial platform. But let's peel back the layers and find out if this digital investment firm truly fits the startup mold. What is a startup? Before we dive into StashAway, let's quickly recap what defines a startup. A startup is generally a young company focused on developing a new product or service, often using a technology-based business model. They're usually characterized by high growth potential, innovation, and a certain level of risk. A quick overview. StashAway, for those unfamiliar, is a digital wealth management platform. It offers automated investment portfolios, retirement planning, and other financial services. They've been around for a few years now, and they've certainly gained traction. But does that make them a startup? The startup argument. Let's look at the startup criteria. First, innovation. StashAway undoubtedly brought a fresh approach to investment management. Automating portfolio management was a game changer. Check. Next, high growth potential. When StashAway burst onto the scene, it was clear they were aiming for rapid expansion. They've expanded their services, user base, and geographic reach. Another check. Risk? Absolutely. The fintech industry is highly competitive, and there's always the risk of regulatory changes or market downturns. Startups inherently carry risk. The counter-argument. However, there's another side to this coin. StashAway has been around for a while now. They've achieved a certain level of stability and maturity. They've raised significant funding and have a substantial customer base. These are traits more often associated with established companies than startups. The unicorn dilemma. Here's where things get interesting. Some might argue that StashAway has transitioned from a startup to a unicorn, a privately held startup valued at over $1 billion. This raises the question, can a company still be considered a startup after reaching unicorn status? So, is StashAway a startup? The truth is, there's no definitive answer. The startup landscape is fluid, and the lines between startup and established company can blur. StashAway undoubtedly started as a startup, bringing innovation to the financial world. But as they've grown and matured, the startup label might become less fitting. Ultimately, whether you consider StashAway a startup or not depends on your definition of the term. It's a company that has disrupted an industry and continues to evolve. So, there you have it. StashAway, startup or not? You decide. The important thing is to understand the company, its offerings, and how it fits into your financial goals. With that said, thanks for watching, and until next time. Let us know in the comments what you think. Is StashAway a startup?